greatest artist I know, Alexa Evans.
Well, I don't know where to begin because this is about me. Talk about other people, but I'm very private, and what I do, I do between myself and my witness. I started on this journey, a number of years ago, and it started in a very strange way. I had, as a kid, I'd always been interested in cryptozoology and anything unknown, and of course, Sasquatch was right in there in the mix. I was raised in Illinois, south of Chicago. Of course, Bigfoot doesn't live south of Chicago, so I kind of put everything on hold and went around looking for other things. And well, as time went on, I began to read more and more about things happening in Ohio, and then things happening in Michigan and Wisconsin. And thinking, okay, they're everywhere in the Midwest, and they're not just in the Pacific Northwest. So I thought there's hope, So I began to search out some places to join, some research areas, some research people that I could connect with and find out more. Well, I started out years ago. I was in search and rescue. I worked in wilderness with a search dog, trained search and rescue for 9 years, doing disaster work too for FEMA. So I had a significant background in wilderness search, lost person behavior, types of things that the normal person doesn't really get into. I did it for many, many years. And that kind of set the stage for learning more in the wilderness areas and what I was looking at. I also have a background in looking for mounds from mound culture Native Americans in Illinois, and the Cahokia Mounds are very famous mounds, but they're all through, the mound cultures were all up and down, all the way to Louisiana and far north. And that taught me to look for mounds in the forest and reproduce, I used to reproduce pottery. I was also a wildlife artist, and all these things kind of came together when I started searching for Sasquatch. Well, I sought out some friends at Oregon Bigfoot, and actually that's the only group that I joined. And I'm not much of a joiner, but I picked one that I thought I could learn the most from. So I joined, I made friends with many people, and that started me on a journey that I never thought would encompass my art. My art was kind of a separate world. And then I met some people who had descriptions, and I wanted to see them myself. I wanted to see a Sasquatch myself. And even though I've seen, renditions, I wanted to start drawing them. So I began by drawing my own pictures from, just from reading books. All the books that are out there I would get and then read the descriptions. And that was my main thing. I loved hearing all the stories. But at first, the only thing I wanted to do was start to draw them. So at first, let me look at the first slide. One of the first drawings I did was this one, and it's very loose. It's very. I wanted to capture a moment of maybe one of them looking. Now this is without any help from any eyewitness. It's just something that I took from descriptions and then started to draw. And I did this picture. This is actually hanging in the Cryptozoology Museum in Portland, Maine. And Lauren Coleman, who I didn't know at the time, I don't really know now, but at the time I didn't know much about him, but he had me do this Yeti woman, because his cryptozoology was of the Yeti, and I made a montage of her walking and of the famous print that was the photograph that was taken. So that was her. But I still didn't know enough about it. You can see that the arms are too short. I realize now some of these things, aspects are off, but that was a beginning. That was a painting that I had done. And then I started doing more, I would read people's accounts over and over about the descriptions. Some of them were more visits from the force people, and she picked out this guy, or her husband did, as the one that looked closest to the one that he had been encountering. So then in the next slide, we see that's the one that was on her book cover, and the picture, the original art is on the back wall that I had done for the book cover, and that was the original piece. But this was Wayne's big guy, and it evolved from there. In the next series of slides, I wanted to talk about the body types. And the body types that I don't normally do a lot of the bodies because they generally tend to fall similar range. And I'm more interested in the facial features. But I had a very good description of a white Sasquatch in Florida. And the man saw the whole being and the face, and he wanted the whole drawing done. And this particular one is done from that. I'm not going to go through and describe every drawing that I did. I'd much rather just let's get to some fun. But I wanted to tell you about this particular one. This one was seen in Georgia through night vision scope. And the story behind it is really interesting because the man had hiked on this trail. He was from New York, Bruce Bearplow, and he had hiked in the Georgia trails. And it was really hot. It was about 90 degrees. And he had some Gatorade in a canteen. And he sat down and he started talking to the Sasquatch. And he didn't really believe that it would make a difference. He was just kind of talking out loud. He was hot, he was sweating. He sat down and he said, well, this would probably really taste good to you. It's cool. And he poured a little bit on the ground, he said, and he just took one drink of it. He said he put the top back on and he set the canteen down and he walked on. Well, a little while later, some friends had, quite a while later, some friends had come up on that trail and they said, Bruce, why'd you leave your canteen off the trail here? We found it. And he said, well, I just left it for them. And he said, what'd you leave a turtle shell here for? And there was a turtle shell left on the canteen, and the canteen was open and empty. So he got a gift for leaving them something. But the next night, he figured there wasn't going to be anything more. So he went out and at night, and he was walking this trail. He was really trying to get back to the camp, and he was using the night vision scope so he could just see. And he said up ahead, 64 feet, because he measured it the next day, was this big guy. And was looking at him, and he said, kind of puffed out his chest a little bit, didn't change his facial expression, and then you hear people come up the trail, and he turned and he jumped down and screwed off. So that's the story behind this, and that's why it's green, because he saw it through the night vision. But the rest, I'm just going to do it real briefly so we can get to see that. These are renditions from eyewitnesses. There's a process involved. There's a process involved in talking to a witness. I get to know the sighting. I'm very, we just go back and forth until I don't show them pictures. I want people to tell me what they saw. I write it all down, I start doing an initial drawing, and many times I get the first three or four drawings, and it's done. And they always write back to me in capital letters in the email, that's it, or that's him, or, beautiful. It's always in capital letters. I don't know why they do that, but it strikes a chord. So it's just a matter of contacting me. I do it free of charge. I try to capture what they've seen, and many times it's something that means a lot to a person. So that's why I do it. It's a labor of love. And this is Red Stripe's foot. And the reason I put this out here is that I want people to see some of the detail that I can go into when I do something. If I'm doing a foot, you think it'd be insignificant kind of thing as a foot, but you want to get as much realism as you can. And this one was another one that shows the musculature. He was a Marine recon, tell each one. But then I have my own drawings that I've done that kind of show the spirit. And this one I did after reading the book Enoch by Bob Williams. And I just kind of had to draw something that would represent Mike and Enoch, together. So it's just my kind of fantasy or imaginary take on it. And the rest of these in the series that's another picture. It would be like an illustration from the book of Enoch. I did it myself. When Mike was in the hammock when he first met me and when he came up. And this is called The Mother's Protection. It's just my possible mother not wanting her baby to be bothered by something and she's protesting it. And a father and a son scene. So some of these things is just from my own imagination what I think. And this is petroglyphs in Bella Coola, and the Sasquatch sitting there alone. There's a tree arch in the background. So some of these are just more illustrative. And then this is the baby. This is the baby. The new baby. And this is and it's holding some wild onions, and it looks a little unhappy with dinner as well. And this is a spiritual type picture that I have been playing around with, trying to bring in other aspects of Sasquatch that fulfills a different realm rather than just concrete descriptions. It's of the forest. It's what things are about. It's maybe some of the calls that it makes, the crow, the owl, and then some of the other aspects that encompass the forest that it's in. And this one is spirit of the forest, that all the animals and the trees are intertwined along the Sasquatch itself. Now this particular one, I'm going to end with this one. And this was a sighting that I'd done early on. And this man and I had actually met, and he gave me the description that he had as a 6-year-old child. And he was 46 years old when we got together, and he was describing this image that was in his mind for 40 years. He had never told anybody, and all the relatives that were around that could maybe confirm or whatever, maybe what had happened in that campground, were gone. So I started with a sketch, and when I sent it to him, he said, I don't want to sound, like a wimp or something. He said, when I saw that picture on the internet, I sat on the edge of the bed and cried. He said, you gave me that image back, and it took, and I've held that image in my mind for 40 years. And he said, now I don't have to hold it anymore. I got it. So I did a painting, and the next one is the painting that I did from that. And he wrote me a letter after he actually got the painting, and he was just overwhelmed. And he said, I don't know what to say. That is looking so unbelievably wonderful. It is beyond my expectations. It is just so close to what I have in my mind. I seriously don't know what I would change. It was one of those things, almost like I saw a certain building or something as a child, and then as an adult, saw a picture of it. It would not be precisely as I remember it, just better. I look at it and I say, oh yeah, that is how he would look, just like that. For instance, I remember the hair and beard and balding and the eyes, and I tried to think how that could look like a Sasquatch, and it didn't make perfect sense. Like, how could a big, balding, hairy, naked guy with long hair on the sides and a Fu Manchu and dark eyes be a Sasquatch? Then I see her painting, and you have all those elements just right, and it comes together as a Sasquatch, and suddenly it makes sense to me. And that's why I do it. Thank you.
Karaoke tonight. If you like to sing, we're going to sing. If you like to dance, you can dance. If you're like me, you can sit and enjoy watching